the good old summertime, in the good old summertime.
I think firstly, the weather. The weather was dry and quite hot. I think sunny anyway for the first half of the summer. So he was playing on good. The wickets have got a lot better, and he was playing on good wickets. If one's going to adjust slightly the old man image one has of him, he's actually more dynamic then. I mean, he's 46, 47. He's more dynamic than you might think. And there, unfortunately, I couldn't reproduce any others. And there's only one that I used in the book, therefore. There were some cartoons that a very, very good cartoonist called Harry Furness drew of WG batting and actually also bowling and fielding in one of the games that summer where he scores 100. It's the Gentlemen versus Players at Lord's in, I think, July 1895. And you can see from Furness's pictures that Grace was still capable of sprinting, or at least running fast. And the pictures of him batting are fantastic. So I think he was not fit, but he wasn't completely sort of decrepit either. So I think that would be another reason. And I think the third thing is, and this is something that he never lost, is that Grace used to go on these hot streaks where once things happened batting wise with Grace, he was just relentless in sort of, okay, I mean, the most intense one before 1895, I think, would be in 1876, when he does this incredible thing where he scores 344, I don't know, big century at Bristol and then 318 in Cheltenham. And he does it all in the space of about 8 days. And actually, it's prefaced by a century scores in an impossible on an impossible pitch against a very strong bowling attack of Northern professionals up in Yorkshire. So he does this, that once he sort of gets in, he wants to sort of really milk it for all it's worth, and he's just on a roll. And oddly enough, I think the innings that sums it up best is the innings where he scored his 100th 100, and it was actually quite cold weather. It was dry. It sort of slightly changes what I would say. It's not all warm sunshine. But he gets to his 100 rather depressingly because, do you talk about Sammy Woods at all in the Golden Age?
Yes, yeah.
And Sammy Woods knows W.G. Grace quite well. And when Grace gets to, I think it's 99, 98, 99, Woods bowls him what I says is the most depressing ball in W.G. Grace's career, which is a sort of long hop outside leg stump, because he cannot bear to be the bowler who gets W.G. Grace out on the cusp of this great event. But the more interesting thing is what happens next, which is that Grace hasn't had enough. He wants to get a double century, and then he wants to get a triple century. So he just carries on, and in the end, he's only out. He's out, I think, for 288. So he knows this isn't going to come around very often anymore, and he just milks it for as long as he can until, I think it's true, the wickets turn wet. The weather turns and the batting conditions are not quite as good, and he tails off a bit in the second half of the season.